Happy Halloween. Um, so they say silence ills means you attacking the wrong person. Take control. Made them prove it. It's not worth it. I'm going through karma so you can keep an item that I'm not even enjoying my time with. So at first, people were getting away with taking stuff from Divine Feminine. Now they went from being the only one to having to share with other people. And because their energy is attached to bringing that person in or whatever, I don't know. So basically, the person that was attacking you wanted to keep up a low profile. So they were using other people because the attacks have to come from somewhere. So to keep you from realizing that it was them, they used the third party to attack Divine Feminine to see what Divine Feminine would do. And then they did something to your kids because you cut them off or something like that, or they knew that you was about to cut them off and they wanted to do something to your kids to the point where you would have to cut them back on because you would feel like it's too much doing this by myself, too bored. Like that's the energy they try to dump on you to convince you to talk to them again. But you realized, why the fuck would I want to associate myself with y'all when y'all was doing shit to me on purpose to receive my manifestations? Because y'all know that I have all the faith and all the whatever, and I put in all the work, and I don't take shortcuts. So you're protected because all they did was lied on you and did stuff out of lies and more lies. So it doesn't make sense that you're willing to do the work, still be patient, understand what was done to you, go through the motions, and so if they were attacked by you, they would counterattack, tit for tat, go back and forth, do all this messy ass shit. But when you found out that you were being attacked on purpose and who was attacking you, it put you into an emotional state, and they thought that that was the perfect time for them to attack you because you were in the vibration that they needed you in. But they figured it was because of what they did to you. Okay, so your location is in the past trying to heal from your childhood traumas, and you're realizing what's going on, and that's what put you in an emotional state. Their location is sending a present attack. You're in the past, they're in the present. So at the same time that they send the attack, you come to a realization and you deal with your emotions. The vibration that you're in is low because you're emotional, and that's when they attack. They thought this whole time that you were healing, they were attacking you, that their attacks were working. But what they didn't realize was that it was just building a case on them because they were being watched, because they were being told, or Divine Feminine was being told to cut them off because of what they did to you in the past or some shit. I don't know. And then because you cut them off, they were in the background and you switched your attention to the third party. So they used the third party to continue to attack Divine Feminine. But what happened was they weren't receiving the reward anymore. And they wanted the third party to seem like they were attacking Divine Feminine so the family could come in as Captain Save a Hoe and say like, oh, blah, blah, blah. But because you said, all you said was return to sender. So not only because the third party repeated what your family repeated, they're receiving karma, but now your family's receiving karma. And about the reward is they weren't receiving it. So it was kind of like they had to introduce themselves to the third party, and the third party started picking up on them and realized that they were being used, and they're not divine feminine, they're going to turn up on their ass. But instead of them turning up, they did the same thing the family did, was use divine feminine and all that shit like that. So now that they're being exposed and you're aware of what's going on, they're trying to do what they do best and be a narcissist and say, oh, so you're going to let this happen to me? Bitch, you're the reason why it's happening to you. What the fuck do you mean? But the only reason why they did that was because it used to work in the past. But you were young, you were naive, you weren't aware of the shit. That's like I said, me getting into a ring with a 3-year-old and beating their ass versus me getting into a ring with a professional boxer and getting my ass beat. Like, come on now. I'm the 3-year-old and the professional boxer, bitch. You tried to fight me when I was young and didn't know how to defend myself. Now that I know how to defend myself, and it's not the way that you want me to defend myself, bitch, you're not in control of how I operate, bitch. You need to go buy you a dog or have you a kid or some shit. And that's another thing. Since you won't listen to them and do what they want you to do, they're going to take it out on your kids. But like I said, play with it if you want to. And then this is also a test for you. Also a test for you to see what the fuck you gonna do. If you feel me? Like, what the hell? Prove your point as to why you feel divine feminine should help you, which she's still not gonna help you because you fucked up. You just fucked up. So it can't be divine feminine because divine feminine don't work. They can't quit because they got bills to pay. Giving a message not knowing who you're talking to. The person on the other end is paranoid because you said it, you must know, and they're afraid of the attacks because that's how they operate. They know that you don't, they know the response. Okay, they tried to send an attack to you. You gave your response because you thought it was a test that God was guiding you or trying to see, like, what's your response if put in this situation. So it's not enough to say what you're going to do. You have to actually be put in that situation and actually do what you said you was going to do. So they know that divine feminine does what she says she's going to do. But out of sarcasm, they tried to use that and say like, oh, da da da. But once you explained yourself and had time to speak up for yourself and defend yourself, it made sense. And that's when they put the sarcasm in the place of you actually needing it. And you feel me? Now it all makes sense. So now people are receiving karma for trying to flip it as if they didn't know you were being sarcastic. And it's like, you can't say that you don't know that I was being sarcastic because that's what you wanted me to say. You tried to figure out my answer. And on top of that, you were pretending to be a guardian angel. Or you were pretending to be God. So because you know that's the only people that I would connect with. I pick up on your energy and I know, you feel me? Like, so the karmics are trying to connect with you to see how they should approach you. But in order to get you to go with what they want you to do, they bank on you being sarcastic. And then you know, I don't know. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm glad that I'm aware of what's been going on so that I could fix the situation and be better equipped to deal with motherfuckers like that. Cause bitch, you've been finessing me my whole life, abusing your authority. Sweet. Yeah. So what they did, thinking that it was going to break you, it only made you stronger. And now, you know, they ain't laughing no more. Sorry if this paper loud as hell, because I was mad when I was rewatching. We're gonna